jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. A-side official. No negotiations needed, period. You already know WCS the first in the building. Big shout out to those who on deck, who support the channel, who's tuned in. Yeah, World Combat Sports back with another reaction. Of course, it's a reaction to the clown show that is consistent with individuals wanting to be extremely important. They want. And look, believe me, I said time and time again, you can do something and people act like, well, you know, so-and-so, you know, he has to have a certain amount of presence on social media. Social media is just a entity that allows people to communicate at will, right? The people that tends to freaking congregate in this setting is the problem. You have a lot of individuals that will look at someone as if they have some sort of power. I don't want nobody to consider me as having some sort of power on social media. You know what I'm saying? Voice is a voice. If you believe what I'm talking about and it sits with you different in a healthy way, then go with it. But there's a lot of BS that goes on social media, especially when it comes to the boxing genre of combat sports. There's a lot of entertainment for all the wrong reasons. I'm being honest. I've been on record. If anyone remember, I've been on record with doing reaction videos. Now, I really start kicking off reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? And people was getting pissed off because, you know, the response that you give in reaction videos, it may not benefit the person that's actually in the videos. You know what I'm saying? That is the point of a reaction. I am reacting and giving my response to the actual video. So if you have one or more individuals in that video, I'm just doing a reaction. I mean, I want to be genuine, but not every part of my comment or, you know, my delivery is going to benefit everyone in the video. It might be some positive, negatives, positive. You never know. But wouldn't you know, BBS is back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? He's back on the scene. The one who switched up on Crawford, Spence Crawford, it was just like he was throwing combinations blindfolded. The man who went through all the hoopla to create a story in an alley in the evening in Jersey, just so happened to have an encounter with the one and only Crawford, not knowing that he was a silent partner with BOK Prime. This is the guy who has dedicated himself now to lose any credibility, lose all credibility, now become a masterful clickbaiter. You know what I'm saying? A person that's never wrong. And look, even when you are wrong, you don't admit that you're wrong when you should be standing on code. You know what I'm saying? Standing on some type of code and let people know when you're wrong, you're wrong. But that doesn't happen. I want people to understand there's a difference between all the smoke and the debate. There's a difference now. You have individuals over here that's on this YouTube stuff. You know, if you go back to when Knockdown was doing the debate series, I was doing reactions to it. I was the only one that started doing reactions to the debate series because I pretty much put it out there that he wasn't my mandatory, because I look at a debate in a sense of the information that you don't have rehearsed, right? And it just seemed at that point in time, I didn't see any relevance in the debate series, but I did a reaction to it because they had they had people that were participating and competing, or so to speak, in the debate series who I thought they couldn't debate unless they was able to be in their own freaking environment. Julina, if they was all in their own environment and they was able to control the ebbs and flow of the environment, that's where they would succeed at. If they was there and they was their topic of discussion, their narrative, but when you present open questions that no one knows about, that's when a debate becomes very, very interesting. Now, all the smoke is just going up there arguing, in my opinion. You're having an online spat. Someone disagrees and y'all going back and forth. It's no debate. It's just back and forth arguments, you know, being presented between two or more parties. And it's just, you know, some back and forth dialogue, some verbal jousting is going on. But a debate, you actually line up topics. That's what a debate is. You have specific topics and you stay on topics. A debate isn't when you have a co-partner and you all are going back and forth, sending each other's texts, tag teaming people. Do you remember when WCS, when I was doing the reaction to the debate, and I put it out there in my reaction that if you're going to have a debate, you should be able to stay on screen and don't look up any information? You remember? I wasn't just doing that shit because I wasn't just saying what I was saying and just doing it. If you are having a debate, you should be able to keep your camera on and debate without looking at notes, without going to your computer, without trying to lean back and act like you're looking natural while you're goddamn putting in an inquiry to a search engine. All of that shit, yo. That's not a debate. That's just you all going back and forth. That's not a debate. If it is a debate and you have questions, you're losing the debate because you have to look up information. A debate is you going off the common knowledge. When you see debate teams in high school and college, the only thing they may do is turn around and they have a split amount of time to converse with one another and then give the answer. They're not looking in no goddamn notes. And lo and behold, what I just seen, I would give him this. Knockdown 68. He likes to go on other people's panels and sometimes debate and sometimes argue. I give him that. He will go and make himself known, especially dealing with the Javante Tank Davis conversation. I would give him that. He will pull up on your channel. Well, besides mine. Hey, besides, he pulls up on everybody else's channel besides mine. And look, not down. It's not about me and you. It's not about me and you. I'm keeping it on topic. With Knockdown pulling up on Blue, why? Because, you know, Tank being one of his favorite fighters, and BBS is up here putting out information that people already know what direction he goes. He put things out there and it can be flat ass wrong. Flat ass wrong. But yet, when somebody correct him on it, he's up here speaking over or arguing over you and just saying things until he's able to until he's able to gather his point to get back on track. If he can get you off track, get you distracted, you know what I'm saying? Send you that detour. That is called talking over someone. That is called deflecting. You know what I'm saying? Let me take you back a little bit on what I mean with BBS. Okay. For when I had an issue with him and he got smoke checked. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, people always tell me, they ask me, say, hey man, whatever happened with you and Blue? Let me give you a brief synopsis on what happened, right? I see this cat long before I seen him at Deontay Wilder's statue reveal. I'm up there doing media, and this nigga trying to be in every camera shot with the champ. You wasn't in the gym holding mitts for the champ. Why are you up there acting like a freaking groupie? Anyway, we're up there with the statue reveal. I was cordial to the nigga. I was very cordial to him. So when they started to say, hey, the champ is going to come out, I went out there and posted up so I can get my own picks. And then when I look up, BBS is up there trying to walk out with Deontay to be in every shot. And then the nigga went live and it was jet black. That was God telling you, get your black ass out the picture. Period. So he's up there, you know what I'm saying, doing what he was doing, trying to be a celeb, think he a celeb. Every time people call his name, he want to act like a block of cheese that's sitting on the stove in a hot pan. He starts to melt, sounding like a Michelin man when they poke him in the stomach. Oh yeah, Blue, you're Blue Blood Sports. I was like, what the hell? These old niggas. Anyway, the statue reveal went great for the champ. Went great. Got back. So one of the sources that I know, that I communicate often, he was on here and he was just going over some things. We didn't have no specific topic, but we were just going over some things. And he mentioned something about Deontay Wilder. And the same nigga that I was just up there in Alabama with, we're talking about etiquette. When I saw him, I didn't walk up and say, what up, you fake ass nigga? No, I said, what up? I didn't have no issue with him. I didn't have no issue with him. I said, what up, man? How you doing? We said briefly, and then we got back here. And I was talking to one of my sources who he doesn't know. He don't know how old the dude is. He don't know who he is. And he doesn't know who he's with as far as the information. And he just misspoke on something because he was just, how some of these dudes to be cross-threading thoughts. We all do it as adults. And this nigga said that's a lie in the chat. He didn't give him time to correct himself. He said that's a lie. So he came over here to break down my sources. When you say something is a lie, you're getting straight to it to basically admonish somebody. You want to basically humiliate them. You're saying you're lying. If someone makes a mistake and misspeak on something, then you say, oh, that's incorrect. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't think that's true. Something light, especially if I don't know you. But if I'm around somebody and they say something wrong about a boxing topic, and I can fully grasp that they misspoke, I say, I'm not gonna say, oh, that's a lie, man. A lie saying you're intentionally, you get on here in somebody else's freaking chat and you say that's a lie. Then you're being intentional about it, right? So remember when he did this right here, right? Remember this. I'll let you speak, but don't come on here trying to shake. We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna let me get the intro. First, hey, you don't tell me to hold on, man. This is my channel. Hold on, let me get the intro. First of all, we ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna pay it all the way through because I want to get to the Blue and knockdown situation. You know what I'm saying? And for none, you don't run shit over here, bro. We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna let you speak. It's respect. I'm gonna let you speak, but don't come over here trying to shake your hand and dictate what the fuck you think you gonna get out.
Bro, you gonna let me?
First of
you gonna let
all,
me speak?
and he's still talking. He don't have no discipline, bro. This is an egotistical maniac right here. Always got to be right. Always.
You gonna let me
jump
speak?
over this.
You
Hey,
gonna
I'm
let
gonna
me
let you
speak?
speak after I
This your
finish.
platform, right?
After
I came to
finish.
your
After I
platform.
finish.
Okay,
So that's the same fast talking shit he was over there doing with Knockdown. He don't want to let nobody get it out. That's not debating, y'all. That's just smoke. Because that's what it do. It smokes up the room. You're not talking about anything. It's just air and opportunity. It's just friction. You know what I'm saying? It's static. That's not debate. This is not debating. This is just smoke.
okay. Can I speak?
You ain't gonna shut up?
Brother, first of all, listen. Let's stop the
You ain't gonna
disrespect.
shut up, bro?
First of all, let's stop the disrespect.
Are you gonna let me speak on my count? For somebody to have the damn live playing in the background, that just goes to show you they didn't want the live to have any clarity. They didn't want it to be clear. He has the shit playing in the background. Find another live that's happening. You know what I'm saying? You have petty bitch ass niggas that do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to come to your platform and respect it. And that's exactly what we've seen recently with Knockdown going over there to speak on Gervonta Davis fight date.
Can I speak?
No, you wait.
First of all, I didn't see I'm on. Listen, let me show you something.
Finish.
I'm on. Bro, stop.
You wait till I finish.
Stop it.
I'm not gonna play that all the way through. I just wanted you all to know how much of a hardhead that he is, and the fact that he doesn't have any respect for other people's platform. He come over there thinking he's gonna dictate and talk and all this other shit. That's not it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the task at hand. Let's get to what just went down with this debate. All right. I want you to be clear on something. When you walk on, when you visit somebody else's platform, and you know, both of these guys have knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Blue Blood and Knockdown have knowledge in boxing, right? But when you put the title up there, all the smoke hit the link, it's not a fucking debate. It's not a debate. It's a session that can go either way. You can go up there and have a sensible dialogue between one another, or it's just going to be a full-blown, all-out verbal sparring situation, tongue hustling. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be an argument. It's going to be a bunch of belligerency. It's going to be It's going to be two or more people going at it back and forth. And to the listeners, some people love hearing this. It depends on how long it lasts. But if in between the smoke, if there's enough time where both parties can be heard, then it's worth watching. It has value to it, you know, to be smoke. That's what smoke is. It's impromptu. You're coming up there to have a conversation. That's what smoke is. A debate is much more organized. It's supposed to be more organization delegated to the base. It's supposed to be bulletized points on topics that you're going to talk about. That's how that's supposed to work. A debate's supposed to have a bit more decorum to it, and it's supposed to be a system. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be some type of order in how you're going to present the question and then answer it. Now, as you see on this thumbnail, Claymore is there, right? And obviously, I didn't put a thumbnail up here of Knockdown being on there because these two are the individuals that's on this panel. Okay. I'm pretty sure Knockdown was paying attention to what he was listening to. I mean, what he was getting into when he was putting up on this. And whenever you pull up on a panel when somebody has a co-host and it's all the smoke, when you stick them real good, like Knockdown was doing with the responses, when you stick them and they have to back up a little bit and take a little breath while they trying to search on their phone and search on their computer for some help, When you get that downward view, like, come on, where's the camera angle? The camera is head on. If you're having a conversation, this all the smoke should be coming from your recall memory. Everything that you have archived in your recall memory. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't see KO looking for no freaking information. I didn't see him putting in search inquiries. I didn't see it. All I seen that nigga looking at the camera, and he was responding and going against two niggas. Now, look, when you go against two people on all the smoke, it gets worse. It gets worse for you because everyone knows that these two was working in tandem. Blue Blood Sports and Claymore. They was working in tandem. You know why they was working in tandem? Because they kept looking down at the shit. Look at Claymore. He's not even hiding it, bro. If this is all the smoke, don't sit up there like a freaking sidekick, bro, and help out and send shit over. You debate KO head on. Don't sit up here and tag team a nigga that came up and on Blue Blood's damn panel for all the smoke, and you over there with matches. Let me strike this match. There you go, Blue Blood. There goes some more fire. Hurry up, throw it on there before it goes out. Here, Blue Blood, there's another match. Hurry up before it goes out. He's sending stuff and just doing a whole lot of typing. Just a type. Just typing ass nigga, right? So actually KO is going up against two niggas. Two of y'all. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up right off the rip. Doing a site survey, KO knew this. So when you're going to visit somebody else's platform and you got two niggas up there, one that you're basically having a primary dialogue with, which is Blue Blood, you know the other nigga is going to be the goddamn co-pilot. And he's going to be over there, I'm going to show my loyalty, Blue Blood. I'm going to show my loyalty to you. I'm going to make you look good up here, for all the smoke with KO. Yeah, I'm going to make you look good. That's what I'm going to do. Now, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. So let's get to some of this audio that was playing to give y'all to preface, what this shit is all about, because you know how boxing has free promo. And this is once again, we're in October. I mean, we're leaving October, ushering in November tomorrow. And we're talking about freaking Tank Davis. They're not even talking about Lamont Roach. They're talking about the fight date and the venue.
That he never told you. I was the first one to tell you Al Heyman was sick. Not a fighter, not Dan Rafael, not Mike Coppinger, not none of these dudes told you Al was sick. I told you he was sick. And I got nothing but backlash for telling you Al was sick. Now the fighters and everybody tell you Al is sick. Clay, you see one person making a video talking about, hey, Blue was right?
First of all, Blue don't never tell nobody they was right. This is the beginning when his energy level is up, because old niggas, man, we our energy level can elevate, and then this is just like goddamn them airbags. You know what I'm saying? Them hydraulics, them motherfuckers goddamn pancake and drop that shit and calm down and level out. You know what I'm saying? He's up here talking about who didn't say which way. You never give people credit for shit. I'm being honest. You never give people credit for nothing. And to say you was the first to say something about Al Heyman, that's not even the topic.
Nope. Not one person. Right? Another thing. I told you Showtime was going out of business. When did Dan Rafael tell you that?
See, now we're talking about two unreliable sources. What makes an unreliable sources? An unreliable source or sources is individuals who people deem to be the outlet that they go to for every source. Reliable, yes. If you put out some information that is somewhat correct, can you be considered reliable source? Yes, at that moment. All right. Let's just say you batting 75%. Or is your reliability based off the 75%? Yes. Okay. They give you the reliability based off that 75% that you have built up to this point, based off boxing news, boxing release, right? The other 25% in error is when you wasn't correct, when your source wasn't reliable. So therefore, why don't focus be put on when people saying, oh, who did that? Me or Dan Raphael? You niggas the one to sit up here and always going for the itis, the carpenters, the Raphael. And look, these niggas will boost them the hell up. And they won't even freaking say a word to you in person. Especially goddamn Raphael. They won't even have a conversation with you. They can give a shit about YouTube creators, content creators, unless you bigging up their name or something. So using this as an argument, no.
When did Dan Raphael tell y'all that Showtime was going out of business?
I have to put this up on the screen. This is hilarious. Because when it gets the knockout, I really want it to be shown on the screen. So I got to put this up there. Okay. Because people, they always want, this is just for educational purposes only. But this, I want you to see the vigor, the tenaciousness, of smoke versus debate. Because this is not a debate. Even when Knockout pulls up and click the link, it's not considered a debate. It's considered smoke. And that's pretty much what Knockout gave them, what they asked for.
I told you that first. Before Stephen Espinosa, before PBC, before anybody. Dan Raphael, Mike Coppinger, nobody told you that.
Don't you like to see when there's so much energy involved? I mean, look at the right arm, the way he was having that right arm on a lever. You know what I'm saying? He was pointing to somebody over there in the background. I thought he was going to knock down those replica freaking belts he got up there, but he was pointing with vigor. And once again, Blue, it's good that you have a dominion, a space that you can call home, a safe haven when you're doing your live streams. Because I was saying, damn, it's about to get cold outside. I was curious. I'm about to send you a care package with a field jacket in it and some nice little sweaters. You know what I'm saying? Some scarves. Because you was out there doing, outside freaking live streams. I didn't want you to catch the flu. You know what I'm saying? For your loyal people out there. But at the end of the day, all these people talking about Showtime, I said this, Daniel, it doesn't freaking matter. Because all that work these cats are talking about, they get no preferential treatment when it comes to fights. Nobody's giving you the comp tickets to sit near the ring. Just one time. And Shaw News will attest to this. One time, this dude said he sat so close to the ring that he could trip the referee. You know what I'm saying? Just one time, but he wasn't working the fight. Anyway, go ahead, because he knows everything first.
Outside of Fred Barbershop conversations.
What was that? Okay, so he said outside of Fred Barbershop, Fred was the one who's putting out this information first. Y'all shitted on Fred. Y'all stopped covering Fred. Yeah, you did. Y'all wanted to distance yourself from Fred because he was talking about Al Heyman. So all the credit that Blue is up here getting, he got that shit from damn Fred. That's a fact. And you talking about, don't nobody say you got it from Blue, because you wasn't first. A lot of shit that was coming out of PBC, the only one with the cojones that was driving the narrative was Fred Barbershop. That's a freaking fact. It wasn't for none. It wasn't freaking Blue. It definitely wasn't Claymore. Man, come on. It wasn't none of you niggas. It was Fred. That's why his channel was reducing with the viewership and the subscribers, because y'all turn y'all back on him. And look, Fred was talking some real shit that was ahead of his time, and a lot of that came to fruition. Y'all got mad at that dude because you said he was hating on Al.
But I'm not credible, though. I'm a Monday morning quarterback, huh? Because ain't nobody told you that. When I told you they didn't want to put up the money for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, y'all jumped all over my back for telling y'all that.
Barbershop conversations first.
No, it's Terrence Crawford. It's Terrence Crawford. It's Terrence Crawford. I said the money ain't there.
Barbershop conversations. You can't just sit up here and do a live and take credit when that man was out here dropping all these gems and people was just goddamn kicking them to the side, kicking them to the side.
It's Terrence Crawford. It's Terrence Crawford. What happened, Clay? Errol Spence go there and tell you these suits didn't believe it.
Yep.
The suits didn't believe in us. It's up to me and Crawford to show y'all that this is correct.
Told Crawford to thank you. You should thank me because you know they didn't want to make the fight. He told Crawford that you should thank me. He didn't say thank my.
First of all, Crawford shouldn't thank a motherfucker that's sitting in front and on this motherfucking panel. First of all, where do y'all niggas get your egos from? Are y'all on Prime with that shit? Are this Walmart egos, Target? What do y'all get down purchase your egos? The same place subscribers are purchased. Why? Where are y'all getting this damn ego from? Is it a package? Is it a freaking membership? Because y'all are once again talking about situations that you didn't have the influence. All this phone call shit debunked and people trying to act like they was part of the situation, it was debunked. Just like the BLK scandal, where people was up here talking about we was all on the phone talking. We was about to make Crawford Ennis. And man, our kids are going to be talking about this. Do you know how many idiots that was up here believing without listening to people and the specifics that they were saying about being loyal to Showtime, but they was up here acting like they was about to try to, man, I can't get into it. This is recall. I can't get into the bullshit. When people like him get up here and act like they right about everything, they would damn swipe barbershop conversation as if he's not non-relevant when he was the one sole front runner putting out all this information. And ain't none of you sorry ass niggas go up here and debate that shit and call it a lie. Since y'all want to take credit for putting stuff out there and all that, he put it out there because y'all didn't have the courage to do it, because you still wanted to go get credentials at the fight. That's why you wouldn't back what he was saying. Not until it played out, you want to go back and say, oh, well, I'm the one told y'all that. Oh, I was the first. Did they come back and say that? No, because Barbershop had put it out first. All that shit that was going on in PBC.
My management thanked me. Say you should thank me because they didn't want
moving forward.
Check this out. I'm going to show you
how much freaking online social media fellatio I can take in this motherfucker slobbing and shit.
Toyota Center, as this promotional sticker says, is available. Is anything booked up? Or they changing venues? Because I checked the major venues. So who checked the major venues? There's nothing scheduled for the major venues. So furthermore, here's the thing.
Who did you talk to though? That was a big question, because I know one person that actually was the originator for checking venues, and they don't even put out content. I'm just gonna put it out there. The one that really be talking to these people and be checking venues years ago, that's Trick Noty. I know for a fact that he be checking venues. I know for a fact the research he was doing for Crawford and Spence. Absolutely facts that he was communicating with multiple people over there in Vegas when people were saying that the fight was going to be at the MGM. And he was saying, nope, it's not going to be at the MGM because I spoke to this person. See, I'm not going to get too ahead of this video right here because there's going to be some good information that comes out. Really good information on the conveyor belt.
If me and Clay can't come to an agreement, why would I book a venue? If me and Clay say, yo, let's throw a party. Let's throw a party together in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Cool. But me and him can't come to agreement. Why would I book the Barclays Center?
He's saying, why would he book something if they haven't came to an agreement? So look, I'm just saying, right? The way we go through life and book reservations, regardless of where we're traveling, where we're going, it's called a reservation, right? We book it ahead of time, reservation. Sometimes you're able to book reservations and you don't have to put no down payment or anything, but you're planning. You want to book it just so it can be there when you go, because everything is not promised to you when you don't have total control of it, right? It happens. It's called a reservation. I'm not saying when it comes to boxing that they're booking reservations, but they do have a fight schedule. They're just not going off the fly to say, hey, it's October. Tank. Shakur Stevenson's injured. We got Lamont Roach. We're going to try our best, man, to look around, man. What do you want to fight at? Do you want to fight in Georgia again? What about Texas? Do you want to fight Texas? Okay, man, we got a handful that we're going to work with, and we're going to make some phone calls. Hopefully they're not doing nothing at the end of the year, Tank. Oh my God, I hope they're not doing nothing. I hope they're not throwing no Christmas party. No teams are not up there. It doesn't work like that, y'all. You think they're going to wait till the last minute to book a venue regardless? If they're not finished with negotiations, then how do we know the negotiations hasn't concluded? Always remember this, listeners. It's not too many people that are sitting in these negotiations when they're the topic of discussion that they can talk and provide you with firsthand information from being on site. Just because they get on here and speak as if they're receiving firsthand information doesn't make it firsthand, doesn't make it any more valid. Seriously, it doesn't make it any more valid, yo. You're trying to tell me now you know the whole procedure on negotiations? You're trying to say, oh, they wasn't finished negotiating. They haven't zipped it up with Tank. The money still was this, that, and the other. So we're going to wait to book the venue. Who has the venue on hold, first of all? Someone, if the scheduling happens annually, boxing is an annual sport. You think the boxer like Tank, they're not pre-planning? They're not being proactive with how they're scheduling his fights?
With a date, but we still don't have an agreement. So therefore, right, who else you saw announcing that everything got postponed because of the venue? Why wouldn't they just tell you they're having an issue with the venue? What issue are they having with the venue? They ain't got the money to pay for the venue? Is that it? They don't got the money to pay for the venue? The venue is available. The Toyota Center, as this promotional sticker says, is available. Quatalosa said, I checked Toyota Center events and no boxing here in Houston for December. All cap. Not only that, Clay, I checked the boxing commission for Texas and they have nothing scheduled for the PBC. You have to inform the boxing commission in the state.
Hey, he said you have to inform the boxing commission in the state. Hey, look, when does it point where you have to question someone's paperwork? You know, I know they talk about this all the time when you in somebody else's hood and they say you got to check in, you know, if you on that level. But he's saying you have to inform the boxing commission. No shit, huh, Sherlock? I mean, the people that's in charge of that, you make it seem so embryonic, like it never happened before. Hey, y'all, in order for you to fight in Texas, you have to let the boxing commission know. You actually think as long as boxing been in existence, that they don't know the procedures and protocol on how to make a freaking fight? Do you believe that we're still in the dinosaur ages where people are taking stones up, walking them, hand delivering them over in Texas. Hello, commission. We had to put this information to you. There go 5 slabs of stone, and we've written our request. The stork wasn't strong enough to carry these messages to y'all. We have walked 13. Oh my God. Just take it. We're not in the dinosaur ages, y'all. Why are you telling people you have to inform the commission? No one's talking about the commission. You're talking about information that doesn't make sense to the avid listener that's been around boxing long enough to understand that they're not at the table. They're not freaking working with the administrative logistics. They're not the liaison. They're not doing any of that. So the fact that you're talking about if the fight gonna be in Texas, you got to get in contact with the Texas Commission. Oh my God.
Is that including Errol? Is that including Errol and Sebastian Fundora? Is that supposed to happen in Texas?
No, for the month of December.
Okay.
So for the month of December, they don't have anything scheduled with the PBC or Tom Brown Promotions.
Okay, we're gonna move forward.
I'm just
asking Celebrity Doctor what he.
We're gonna move forward because I really don't want. I know it's Thursday and it's lunchtime for a lot of you people. I don't want you freaking falling asleep in the parking lot. I know how my people get out. They go get something to eat it in the car, maybe get some sweet tea, just to wash it down, and then they take a nap. I don't want them, falling asleep on
accepts an offer or the negotiation. It checks the boxes for him. All of a sudden, everything you said on Monday.
Hold up.
They said December 7th, December 14th. There is nothing scheduled. Are you still?
And it's available. It's available.
Okay, so what? So now I did my homework and I checked out all the big venues. And I checked all the big venues is one of them where the Astros play. They like, what are you talking about? Boxing. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
I gotta move forward.
The people that say it's embarrassing. Take his embarrassing content creators. Huh?
No.
He didn't even say nothing. He didn't give no cut. Did he say when he gonna fight? When he gonna fight? All he said was it's still a go.
It's just telling the news. It's just giving everybody up-to-date speed, because at the end of the day, you have access to the information. Like you said when you spoke on Al Heyman, just because that information didn't come from some quote-unquote credible source, which happened to not have the same skin color as you, or which happens to not operate in the—
Hey, watch the play of words, yo. Watch the play of words. It's skin color. It always have to be skin color when it comes to delivery of information. Skin color. Because I've had skin color, provide me with some information. It could have been lighter skin color, darker skin color. But you have to be able to deliver your point without bringing in skin color. No, we're talking about credibility. We're talking about the reliability. If the percentage is 75%, that's still 25% error. You still have that 25% of error that's out there, that bubble that's out there for you to put out some information that's incorrect. It has happened. So when you talk about the skin color and you're trying to say in one sentence that, the Raphaels, Coppingers, Idicks, they can release the information and people believe it. Well, if you want to go back to Errol Spence and Crawford, when freaking, I think Idick or Coppinger put the information out there and Floyd Mayweather came behind and said, don't put that out there. I will release it. And everybody ran with the shit. They ran with what they put out first. And then when Floyd shut it down, they even ran with that. They didn't even double back and criticize the release. They didn't do anything. They didn't criticize the release. They just ran with it. And then when they found out another had been, put out by Floyd, say, hey, don't believe that. Don't do that. And when it happened, I'll release it. And he didn't even release the information. The fighters did. You know what I'm saying? So I say the hocus pocus of boxing, and the people that's being played, man, they don't get it, bro. It's hypnotic for a reason.
The same space as you, it's not legitimate. But now that the information has come out, nobody's gonna turn the block, make that U-turn and come back and be like, damn, bro, it turns out you were right. I didn't believe you when it came out. It turns out you were right. So now you have a consistent record of exaggerating or pushing false narratives, and everybody moves with that energy, and nobody has the integrity to stand on business, which makes it look like, and I'm going to say it with the air quotes, it makes it look like you have an agenda, right? Because I'm definitely not saying you have one, right? I won't say that because I'd be out of pocket, right? But from the outside looking in, it looks like you have an agenda and a narrative. And it's so funny because these things, people come out, it's like when the light comes on, the roaches start running around all of a sudden. The people.
What the heck this dude talking about? I gotta fast forward. What? No, I gotta go.
That way in all sports across the board. I'm a huge 49er fan. We had a situation where Brady looked like me.
Dear Dr. K.
We're not gonna do that. When they start talking about the race and all that, I don't have time for it. I don't.
I don't respect you to have a conversation with you. He don't respect what you do. And let me explain something to y'all. Us here on YouTube is the ones that keep the sport of boxing alive. This
Cap. Don't you dare talking about us on YouTube. When you want to when you go out there and eat some food that you thought you wanted and it wasn't as good as you thought, and your stomach start to goddamn growl and shit, and you have to goddamn hurry up, you're running lights and stop signs and everything, you going 50 and a 35, and you bust through the door to go over there, and you hurry up and goddamn snatch your shit down and drop, and everything, blah. That's YouTube media right there. Don't come up here talking about if it wasn't for us keeping boxing. We're the anthill. We're the molehill of freaking boxing media. They throw little sprinkles of bread and shit, and motherfuckers go running everywhere to get the shit. We're not keeping boxing alive. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? What the hell is this dude talking about? This is the most inconsistent system that you can go to for boxing media in the world. They try to come up with the YTBC and WCS shut that shit down. I said, that's not YTBC. Niggas ain't all here talking straight boxing. They're up here trying to be in positions that they haven't even earned, first of all. They haven't even put in the time to get the network with the people to be able to be behind in those conversations behind closed doors, table talks, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the handshakes. They're not there. They're receiving information like everybody else. And then the people that listen to them, and they can be absolutely 1,000% incorrect in putting up false advertisement, clickbaiting. Them casual boxing fans will double time with it. And they will try to go on somebody else's freaking channel and talk that shit like it's scripture. And they got it from an uncredible source to begin with. This is the worst. What the fuck you talking about? This is the worst, bro. There's no consistency. You know, people do their own thing. And when you don't have uniformity in any type of mass communication base where people just putting out different information, there's always going to be a clash, a conflict of interest when it comes to people trying to decode and decipher what the fuck is relevant.
This is mainstream media for boxing. Nobody care about boxing. ESPN don't care about boxing. Dan Raphael had a small piece, a corner they gave him on ESPN. What happened to Mike Coppinger and Max Kellerman? Max on boxing. They don't even exist no more.
Know what we can clearly see, Blue? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I've witnessed fights, I seen these people up front with credentials. They didn't have to back away from the barbershop conversations and moonwalk like Michael Jackson Thriller because they was apprehensive and optimistic and scared to speak up about what he was talking about because they wanted to continue to get credentials. And it still end up being that way. It still end up being that way. You can't talk about them guys and what they don't like when you have these gateway messengers who can go to a fight card and get approved for credentials and you can't. They have legitimate bona fide positions.
It don't even exist no more.
Let me fast forward. Let me get to the nitty.
And now the game has changed with the political statements that Ali made and going all the way into the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s with Mayweather. Also,
right, because
fast forward
over there
played right was convincing the world he didn't exist. But, great.
Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to. Believe me, I'm a great reaction.
This fighter's a great fighter. Why can't this fighter fight great?
Check this out. Pay attention. You see how energetic Claymore is? During the time that I was just clicking forward and giving you the first half of this video, did you see how Claymore was just engaging, right? You see how active he is, how he's coming off with all this energy. You know what I'm saying? How theatrical he is. Did you see how Blue was theatrical? Pay attention to the body language in a little
competition. What do we got to do to get great fights out of this dude? You just hating on him. How am I hating on him? I'm giving him great accolades. I'm holding up to great standards. Because he's so great is why I'm so passionate about him.
Okay.
The side that makes the decisions, the A side, what are you talking about? That guy ain't getting no love over here. He talked to me crazy. He ain't getting no love.
I don't want y'all to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to when Knockout comes on. I don't want this to be too long overdrawn.
A sad face?
Yeah. Salute to my brother Ray Davis in the building. Become a channel member, family member of this here, Blue Blood Sports TV.
Was that clapping? I mean, you might want to hit the volume on that, buddy. Just tell him. I barely heard anything. I'm just saying.
Look at Evan Washington. Hold Canelo to the same standard. Just did.
Every time.
Just did it yesterday.
So you see how the engagement back and forth, boom, boom, boom. Like this is before Knockout came on the panel. You know, tandem, teamwork, blah, 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 verbal. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have the floor. You know what I'm saying? Both have the floor until Knockout came on here. Then you're going to see the shutdown. Then you're going to see the isolation. It's almost like playing basketball. And then you're going to hear the hezzies. You know, watch what I tell you.
But you didn't see that, though. Conveniently, you missed that, huh, Evan Washington? You ain't see that when I just said Canelo Alvarez is doing a bunch of cherry picking and dancing around the best. Duh. And he's too, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us to the super chat. He said, Tate smokes them all out. If he the face of boxing, we got to hold him to the same standards as Canelo or Joshua if he's not giving us the fights we want. All facts.
Hey, look at Claymore right here. Hey, you got KO up there, goddamn swaying side to side because he want to get his shit off, dog. Hey, motherfucking Claymore bite this bottle lip. He said it's about to get interesting up in here. The whole temperature changed. You know what I'm saying? Because if you follow, you know who's strong in debating certain fighters, right? You know that if you pay attention, you know that. And you know Javante is one of freaking KO's favorite fighters. You know, so he has a just like when he was talking EJ and all that, right? It's one of his favorite fighters. So he has a lot of collective information that he can regurgitate. You know what I'm saying? That he can just drop. And look, you already see the energy changing in the and that shouldn't happen. If both of y'all on the same sheet of music with your knowledge base, that shouldn't happen. The isolation shouldn't happen so quickly.
This is all facts.
Let's go. Get to it.
Oh, I got one more. Rod Neal, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on this.
Nah, I'm here for you and Claymore. We don't need nobody else.
Hey, what? Hey, what? Look, you're on somebody else's panel. He says all the smoke. So really, to be honest, they're 68. You're not supposed to dictate the whole forum, the format, but this ain't my channel. I have to say, he came up there looking for all the smoke. So with all the smoke, he said, man, I don't need none of these other cats that's up here. I don't need no help. None of that. Oh, I don't need no freaking sidebar conversations and shit. But like I said, look at the temperature in the room. Look at Claymore. Look at Blue. They listening to the dude in the hoodie. Hey, dude. Hey, yo. It's hilarious, man, because this is one of those parts out the movie, man. A serious dude pull up, goddamn swear back and forth. He said, I got shit on my mind. And I'm just waiting for you to goddamn get through these super chats, man, so I can goddamn start squeezing. You know?
We don't need no other panelists. I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah.
I deserve the respect of me and you. No panel. None of that.
No. We gonna cook.
Yeah, no. I'm saying you don't even need nobody else up here. You got your hands full right now. You don't need nobody else up.
Ooh, God damn. Oh boy, hey, he said you got your hands full right now. You don't need. Hey, really, I should have the respect. It's just me and you. You don't need nobody else on here. Even Claymore, the typer, the texter. You don't need him up there. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I don't get along with this dude, but I am mature enough to be able to give a reaction. Okay. I've been doing it for quite some time. And this was classic. This is a motherfucking classic entry to segue into all the smoke. You put the title there, all the smoke. This is a segue, nigga. This dude came with the hoodie on, not the hoodie off. He came with the hoodie on. He ain't outside on the porch. He came with the hoodie on and the do-rag underneath now. He said, I don't need none of these other cats up here. They can kick rocks. I deserve the respect. You and I wish it would have just been him and Blue. Look at the look on their face. Look at Claymore. He said, oh shit, this nigga come up here, think he doing something. Cause he got down with a hoodie on and shit, nigga. What do you think he doing?
Up here, dog. You know my body, bro.
Hey, KO, all due respect, bro. I'm a supporter just as well with Blue. This is all due respect. I just wanted to ask a question. Right?
Yeah, so let him get his question. Let the homie get his question out so we can get to it.
Hold on. Who got their hands full? Who got their hands full?
You.
You's a lie. My hands is free as a bird. You's a lie. My hands is free as a bird.
Let's get to it. That's fine.
Rod Neal, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco.
Now we taking literal. We taking figuratively to literally. When does the brothers have to explain? I mean, I understand what Blue was coming back with it, but seriously, clearly, man, goddamn KO say you got your hands full. You know, goddamn well. That say, hey man, that's a heavy load you about to deal with right now. It ain't meant for both of your hands. You ain't strong enough to hold this about what I'm about to give you. I mean, that's common sense, man.
On the Super J, I live in Houston. The Rockets are on the road.
Once again, I know I keep pausing, but look at Claymore. Goddamn, hey. KO rolled up on the scene and goddamn shut Claymore down because Claymore know he can't fuck with him. And he goddamn over there with a smile on his face. I'm gonna get you though. Wait till y'all start talking. I'm gonna send texts. I'm gonna become the assistant. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you back, nigga. I'm gonna get you back. You say, oh, you don't need me? Okay. You want to go strictly with Blue? Okay. I'm gonna show you.
From the 12-3 to 12-19. All facts. We've seen that already. All facts. Tough Glove Boxing brother in the super chat dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. Once Blue called the venue, there was nothing left to say. $240 million deal. What happened? It disappeared. It disappeared. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Let the homie ask his question. He said he had a question for you.
He said,
let the homie ask all due respect. KO, man, what's up, man? I just subscribed to your channel.
What's happening, bro?
Definitely. Hey, Blue, I've been watching you for a long time. Respect, Rain, respect. So I'm not coming here to disrespect my brothers, man. We melanated people, so I got a lot of respect, but I know it can get a little friction when we talking, a little passion.
Man, come on, bro.
So Blue, this is what I wanted to post, man. I'm not a fan of Tank at all. I'm just a supporter of my people. That's it. The fight in general. We know that Tank wanted to fight first Loma, right? My question is,
rightfully so. He
okay. So
I got a fast
when he wants to.
Tank gave you
no.
Well,
this is
Leo,
taking longer.
Appreciate you.
No.
If we didn't have the
$3 million, or PBC is broke by the wired
phone ahead of. Hey, Rolly is who he is, cash tag. It just is what it is.
So I want you to understand something. KO came on the scene and said, you got your hands full. I don't need no extra. But he still got this guy up there. It's his panel, though. It's his panel. But he say, respect, it should just be me and you. Period. Period. What do you not understand? It should be me and you. Tank is one of my favorite fighters. I came here for all the smoke, just like you put in the title. Let's go. Still got to do it up here, bro.
But go ahead, KO.
See, didn't even take him down, man.
I mean, what you said my name, so what did you have a problem with what I say? What are we talking about?
This is what you said, right? You said Monday. I'm taking it as you was talking to me in your video, right? So you said Monday morning quarterbacks. If we knew the information that I knew that I gave to the people about why the fight was quote unquote going to be postponed, right? That if I knew that ahead of time, why didn't I inform the people? That makes zero sense. Here's why, right? Now you said that, right?
Yeah, but I was talking about Rick Glazer. But if you included in that, you was talking about the money stuff and $3 million and there's an issue with money. You on that? Are you on that side of the argument too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, then I'm talking about you too. Go ahead.
Right.
Ooh. God damn, Johnny. Oh my God. Man, come on, dog. Damn, this is not what you this is what you want on a Thursday. But at lunchtime too, man, god damn. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. KO has just goddamn hair blew all up in the ropes and shit, damn near freaking in the fetal position. Kenny Bayless up there pulling them from behind. Stop, you can't fight with a hoodie on. Today I am. Hey, time. Hey, go over there to the neutral corner. Hey, Blue, you okay? Stand up. I'll be right back. Hey, KO. Hey, man, wait I call the goddamn fight for you all to fight before you throw on punches, man. God damn.
So if that's the case, right, I wouldn't know to tell you that a week ahead of time if we didn't have the information until we had it. So you can only give the information when you have it. You understand? So I think you said if we knew that it was going to be postponed ahead of time and they was dealing with money issues ahead of time, then why didn't we give the information? Myself, why didn't I give the information when ahead of time? Why did we wait until Dan Raphael reported it and said that it was
we get it,
going to be postponed due to a venue that we know makes no sense. A venue doesn't make any sense because
I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So that's not what I said. Number one, my overall point is, how can you tell somebody why a decision was made if you didn't even know the decision was made? For instance, today I decided, why did I put soda in my Stanley instead of water?
What? Not down. Don't. I'm not even gonna go there. Knock down. You said soda? Okay. I ain't gonna break this into pieces
today, Blue. You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you didn't even know I made that decision. The analogy is very simple. How can you know it's $3 million or PBC is broke or Tank don't like the money? How do you know why the fight got postponed when you didn't even know the fight got postponed in the first place until somebody else told you? That's the point.
Right. That makes no sense. That makes
Okay,
zero
go
sense.
ahead.
Because you know when somebody tells you. So right now, right, when somebody says, hey, bro, the fight is going to be postponed. Like I said, I was on my live stream with Clay, Stormy, and Echo.
Here we go. Did y'all not get how KO broke that down? Did y'all not understand it? Because listen, as adults, older adults, young adults, when you make valid points, sometimes when you make strong points, you know, when people come over the top of you and say that makes no sense, it's better to correct them right away. Because once you allow them to start rambling on, what they're going to tell you in the aftermath is mumble jumble gibberish. You know what I'm saying? They're going to start talking about bringing other people into it while they're trying to figure out how to actually respond to what Knockout said. You want to hear it again? Let me play it again.
Even though I made that decision. The analogy is very simple. How can you know it's $3 million or PBC is broke or Tank don't like the money? How do you know why the fight got postponed when you didn't even know the fight got postponed in the first place until somebody else told you? That's the point.
Right. That makes no sense. That makes
Okay,
zero
go
sense.
ahead.
Because you know when somebody tells you. So right now, right, when somebody says, hey, bro, the fight is going to be postponed. Like I said, I was on my live stream with Clay, Stormy, and Echo, right? Then the brother D-Boy Dev said, hey, is the fight being postponed? I'm hearing the Tank fight is being postponed. At the same time, asking me about Bakram Mataliev breaking his hand. So
then you didn't know the fight was postponed.
No. So then
but you know why though.
No. Okay, so let's use logic. It's just common sense, brother. Simple common sense.
Please.
Now, if I say, okay, let me check and find out with the same credible people that told me credible information that I put out that was credible before I said that. So those same people, now we can't say ain't credible for this situation, but they was credible for that situation.
See, when you want to talk about verbal succotash, for those of you that know what succotash is, it's a freaking meal with a lot of shit in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of everything in it, just like bologna. But if I say bologna, you're gonna know. But succotash, it makes you think a little bit. The other person that says they're credible, and they're credible. And why wouldn't they be credible? Some of these cats that put out some credible information, the level of credibility is different, depending on the magnitude of the information that they putting out. The fighter that they're talking about, it can be small information. If they put out some small time information and it's not true, people really don't care for it too much. Oh, no, we don't matter about that. But if the name of the fighter holds weight in this case, and people are really eager to see Gervonta Davis back into the square, even myself, right? So, you know, with this said, now, apart from them dogging out Gervonta Davis fighting Lamont Roach, now we have a full-blown debate about where Gervonta is fighting at. And when people put out the information, oh, well, the fight is not going to be here, you know what I'm saying, due to venue issues. Or it's not really venue issues, it's because of the money. You know what I'm saying? News had broke on major outlets talking about that they're trying to pay him more than what he made for Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? And then you have people putting out information that, you know, it was going to be moved to January. It was going to be on the David Benavidez. So you have all these in rotation of media releases that the YTC is grabbing hold to like fly traps.
These are the same people that told me Showtime was going out of business before anybody said it. When
I don't care. Listen, Blue, I don't give a F about all that other shit. KO came with direct entry. He came in there with opening arguments, and you're busy trying to explain to him about the sources and the percentage of credibility based off old information. This has nothing to do with all the smoke, bro. KO came on deck and he stuck to the script, he stuck to the topic, and he goddamn sent those combinations down range, dealing with Texas, dealing with the venue, dealing with the money. He's talking on topic. You all elsewhere, bro. You talking about shit don't make no sense, but you are busy up here trying to gather your thoughts off what he said initially when he had his opening statement. He blasted you with a shotgun blast, man, and you're still over there trying to revive yourself. Don't nobody give a fuck who gave you information about Showtime. You're trying to big up yourself because he goddamn hit you with a damn shotgun blast to the chest.
I told you it was going out of business. These are the same people that told me, listen, they're having issues with this Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight financially when nobody said it. And I took.
What does that have to do with Texas, man? God damn. What does that got to do with the money? What does that got to do with Tank? You're Errol Spence Crawford. These are same people. Listen, if you would just get and validate the point to KO's entry, it will be all smooth. Stand on topic is very important if you are all the smoke or clicking the link or in a debate. Stay on fucking topic. That's why I roasted and put hot grease on a lot of these cats that was in there debating because they couldn't stay on goddamn topic.
Call the dots, and I was the only one that said it. These are the same people that informed me, hey, bro, Al Heyman is not doing well, and family members is not doing well. Al Heyman is sick and not handling the business. And I showed you, look at Louis the Cuban's handling all the business. Al Heyman is sick.
So once again, I don't mean to keep stopping it, but he has more patience than me. I would have been talking in between this and say that has nothing. Just like Blue came over the top and said that makes no sense. I would say, man, where are you at right now? What are we doing? I mean, that has nothing to do with the topic. What the heck is going on, man? Well, how do we even get here? This makes no sense. What are you talking about?
These are the same people. So I reach out to these same people, right? I didn't know about it, like I said, like us on this panel. And somebody asked the question. So I reach out and I say, hey, what's going on? There was two questions presented to me. Was Bakram Mataliyev's hand broken? And is Tank Davis fight being postponed? So I reach out and I said, bum, bum, bum. You could go look at the stream, put it on mute. I sat back, I reached out. They said, yes, there's an issue going on with the finances with Tank Davis fight. So don't be surprised if it's postponed. I didn't even see what Dan Raphael said. This is the brothers in the chat that brought this to me. Right? And what's going on with the Bakram Mataliyev? Did he break his hand? So I reached out and I saw the text messages that was exchanged. So I came back on and I said, yes, based off of what I've been told from credible sources, they said that they're dealing with issues with finances, right? Tank Davis is being offered $3 million guaranteed purse. He ain't with it, right? He ain't with it. I text back, right?
And by the way, he wasn't the first to release that. It don't matter if it's the topic of discussion. Finally, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't the first to release that information. It's just all about where you refuse to look for the information.
Rightfully so. Look how they treat Canelo. They don't do him like that. Why would Tank stand? He should stand on business. So then I'm saying, well, Tank Davis, they're trying to get him to take $3 million and up the ante on the back end. So what I'm being told is he wants more of a guaranteed purse. Is that subject to change? Yes. Can he change his mind and say, bro, give me the $3 million, let's just fight? Yes.
And I'm guessing that's what happened. He changed his mind. Is that what we're saying now?
He changed his mind with what? Because he didn't give you no information.
Now he's cool with the $3 million. Is that what we're saying now?
No, because what if? Let me ask you a question. What if?
Did y'all see the you know how quiet Claymore over there? He threw his hand up in the air and shit like that. He just asked a simple question, man. And look, if it's all about the smoke, really, it would have just been them two. Seriously, I that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's just strictly how I feel about this, because it's been too many times where you know from my past, where certain individuals always love to bring their people and drop links behind the scene because they can't handle the heat on their own.
Information he gave you.
Everything is a go. I'm still fighting in Houston.
But you said that you believe Dan Raphael. Didn't you say that?
Yes, 100%.
So then that means Dan Raphael lied, though, right?
And I believe you too.
No, but wouldn't that mean that me and Dan Raphael's lying?
No, because there's clearly issues with the venue. They had to get it fixed.
Okay,
100%. But I want to go back.
I want to ask this question. What issues they had with the venue?
It clearly wasn't booked properly. Clearly, and that's why, and that's the point that you keep proving when you think you're proving another point. Okay, I want to get there. I want to get there, but I want to stick to what you were saying about the information and stuff like that. I want to get there. You're proving my point, bro.
Hold on.
That is.
You know how does PBC? How long PBC been in this business?
2015.
And I know where Blue is going with this. When you say book properly, how long PBC been in the business? It's not going to be any improper booking of a venue. It's just rookie, tyro, novice type of behavior to even converse and say that a venue is being booked improperly. Now, if they'll find details, you know, that went into booking this property, I don't know, man. Maybe they had an intern book it and say, hey, you booked that property in Texas? I'm working on it right now. And after I finished the TikTok video, that's not going on with you know, promotions. We know PBC ain't a promoter. I'm talking, you know, TGB and all them cats. Any other premier promotions, improperly booking a venue, I will have to know more details about it.
They don't know how to book a venue properly?
Of course they do. But as you say, and as Alan Dawson,
how do they improperly book a venue?
Because maybe someone less experienced is doing it. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But maybe
and this is the one knock that I put on KO. Like, I would have been extremely sarcastic, just like even more than Blue in this case, with improperly booking a venue, because it's just no way that this can fall by the wayside. It's no way. And then from the biggest faces that's over there, Javante is the biggest face over there at PBC. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? It's been over there for a while. And pay-per-view, when you have his fight coming up, regardless of who is with, you want to make sure, because he's fought in Texas before, and that just further just grenades this whole freaking, just frags the whole area, because they've did business with the boxing commission in Texas before. Unlike here in Georgia, Georgia has one of the strictest freaking boxing commissions, and Tank has been here twice. You know what I'm saying? For Yorkis Gamboa and Mario Barrios. So they already know how it's set up, the format, the procedures, and everything.
If someone less experienced is doing it, just Al Heyman. Al Heyman is under the weather or whatever.
No, I got the answers. I got the answers though, because I got the answers because I actually called the venue.
Let's stick to one thing at a time.
Hold on.
You're trying to go all over the place. Let's stick to
no, we're not all over the place, bro.
You are.
I got the answers. We called
let
the
me know
venue.
when I can talk, bro.
Yeah, we called the venue, right? The venue says there's never been booked for the 7th or the 14th.
Yep.
Nothing was booked. So
I was listening. Yes, sir.
So now get this. How can you improperly book a venue? That don't make sense.
If someone is not experienced and they didn't send the proper paperwork, or they didn't make, or they didn't follow the proper process, if Al Heyman is usually who handles it, but he's under the weather and he's not handling it,
and this is the knock on KO. I would have never came out my mouth and believed that Al Heyman on his worst day couldn't delegate down to someone to book a venue. It's no way in hell. And I would never think that Al Haymon would be booking venues. Ain't no fucking way in hell. All them people that work over there and on payroll is no way in hell, shawty, that I think Al Haymon would be goddamn booking a venue and it was done improperly. It ain't no way for being that many years, that many fights over in Texas, dog. Did Mikey Garcia fought Errol Spence over there? I mean, how many fights did freaking Spence have over there in Texas? I mean, at one point in time, come on now, that was the biggest name on that roster. Why they didn't improperly book his venue at Cowboys? Or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that right there. It's just, I never would have wanted to go there due to the experience and the level of PBC. I never would have said they improperly.
Or whoever is handling it, someone can make a mistake. And that's exactly what was reported to us. And that is what's happening.
That's impossible.
Bro, let me know when I get to talk, bro. I'm not finna argue. I'm not finna argue like back and forth.
But KO, he said all the smoke. You gotta understand. This is what he does. He loves over talking people. He don't want you to make a point. Whatever points you may have, and he may deem that you came in there with that shotgun and clicked it, boom. He's still freaking recovering from that. So he ain't trying to let you get the next shot off. He's trying to have you fumbling around. He ain't trying to let you get the next shot off. That's why he keep over talking you.
It's impossible. Hold on. This
let me know when I can talk, bro.
Okay, how do you improperly book a venue? They want their money. Do you know how this process works with booking a venue?
100%.
So there's no way if they could give me the money right now and say book the venue, bro.
No, they wouldn't.
How do you improperly book the venue?
Can PBC be negotiating with the venue over the rate that the venue wants them to pay? Is that a possibility?
Wait, say it again.
Can PBC be negotiating? Could Toyota Center be trying to charge them a certain amount and PBC feel like that's too much, we don't want to pay that? That could be a venue issue, correct?
Right, but that's not improperly booking it.
Right.
You either booking it or you're not. This is our Toyota Center don't care about boxing. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about Beyonce. They don't care about.
Oh my God. Now we're talking about Toyota as an entity and what it doesn't care about. The Toyota Center, y'all, doesn't care about boxing or Beyonce. At least they both start with B's, though, twin. Hey, what up, twin? I see you, twin. Yeah, twin. Your name start with a B too. Yeah, mine do too, man. God damn, twin. All right, boxing, all that. Yeah, I see you. I mean, no. I mean, negotiating percentage and all that. It's a possibility. I'm not even gonna play around. This is not something that I will sit up here and act like, well, I understand the entire scope of that and how the procedure work. Nor do I believe these two know. Because in order for you to know, in my opinion, you need to have paperwork and you need to have a clear understanding of speaking to people on a regularity about how the procedure works with every promotion. Because, you know what I'm saying, booking a venue, I'm pretty sure once you get it done, it's only so many places you can fight within the country, right? And booking the venue and everything, it's different. It's different, real talk. Every venue booking is not the same. Every level of fights are not the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some fine details that goes into booking venues. I'm just saying.
Jay-Z, they don't care about none of that. They don't care about
They care about their money.
They don't care about none of that. This is our price. No, this is our price. Take it or leave it.
That's not true. That's not true. Stuff gets negotiated all the time. All the time in boxing. You can negotiate the price.
That's not true, man. You know, this, like I said, this is why I do reaction, because that shit ain't true. You know, take it or leave it. Venue is set to make money too. If the venue wanted to do a take it or leave it, they would elevate the goddamn percentage. And look, let's not act like only one promotion fights in these states, these regions. It's not like people don't talk to one another. This is not something like you go into the car lot and you going and you're gonna sit in your car and say, hey man, you bought a car from here, right? What percentage you get? It's not the same. Everybody's credit score is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Every salesman is not the same. So just to say that's what it is across the board, take it or leave it, and then you're left with a venue that's not making money. I mean, come on, there's people that own these venues. They're trying to get paid also. Just to say take it or leave it, that's bullshit. From my view, is bullshit.
If the star is big enough and they feel like they can make money off of you some other way, yes, you can. They just negotiated a guaranteed gate for Canelo at the MGM, bro. You can negotiate venue prices. You can have a star.
Now I want you to pay attention. This is when KO starts his surge. Blue is sitting back with his hand on his chin, thinking. Because that's what happened when you're rambling and talking faster than your thought mechanics will allow you, right? And then Claymore been over there with his hand on his head forever. I don't know if he's trying to grasp for thoughts or what. But both of these cats are now sitting back. They're on a subject that they're not knowledgeable about. And look, KO may not be knowledgeable, but just the fact that he responded with "that's not true." How can Blue come up here and say that it's a take it or leave it type of negotiation with these venues? Oh, you bringing Tank back over here? What? How can they be jacking up? I mean, that's not far fetched, right? Them manipulating, but I'm not going to agree to that. I'm not going to agree to that in this reaction, that is absolutely something that will happen. I don't know. I am without the wherewithal to know how a venue negotiate, in this case with promotions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they elevate for certain fighters' names, but just think about this in the caveat there, KO. When they book these venues, every main event is going to be different. And they expect these promoters to come back to that venue. So why would they play the damn numbers game when boxing is an annual sport and they have different fight cards all the time? Why would they make it difficult? They're not going to make it difficult, because when a fight comes to the town, it brings revenue and money there. They're not going to play that freaking swap meet game with these promoters. Y'all hold on for a second.
You can have a star big enough. You can have a star big enough that a venue will pay you to come to them. So what are you talking about, bro? But I don't want to get off track, because you said you didn't have much time.
The Toyota Center ain't paying Tank to come there.
I don't think they are either. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. So
I don't want to get off track, bro. I want to stay where we was at.
I don't want to get you off track either, but if I just ask the question,
I want to stay where we was at, bro. Hold on, let me talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He said, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about, man. Be quiet. I've been over here trying to wait the motherfuckers stop talking, man. I'm gonna get my point off.
So what you were explaining was how you texted your source. Your source told you that it's the money, that it could be pushed back because of the money. What I'm telling you is that doesn't make any sense, because if your source knew that it was postponed because of money and he's just a great source for you, why didn't he tell you that? Number one. That's why the story doesn't make sense. Because
as soon as I asked him,
he waited for you to text him. He waited for you to text him.
Yeah, because
and then he didn't give you the information. And at the end of the day, information is disseminated with a process, bro. People are going to tell you what the news is, and then they're going to tell you why. If someone is only trying to tell you why, but they weren't the one to break the news to you, you cannot trust that shit, bro.
Okay,
and that is the question that you are having,
let me ask you a question. You think somebody just voluntarily text Dan Raphael out the blue? Or he got wind of it and he asked somebody and they confirmed it with him?
Yes, because that's what happens with sources. They do that all the time. If you got a great relationship with a great source, they are going to tell you, hey, this is what's going on, KO. Hey, this is what's going on, Blue.
Right. They're going to tell you in real time. So I told you in real time. So if they
didn't tell you in real time.
If this is breaking, if this is becoming a thing that it got leaked out, it gets leaked out. You understand?
But your source didn't tell you.
Tank is the Tank ain't gonna call nobody. Lamont ain't gonna call nobody. They ain't gonna call nobody. Somebody's going to leak it out. Once it gets leaked out,
who broke the story?
Once it gets leaked out, right?
Who broke the story?
I don't know who broke the
you
story.
Or Dan Raphael broke it.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Again,
Dan Raphael broke the story. And when he broke the story, he gave the exact reason as to why it was going on. Now you got a bunch of people. You got a bunch of people telling you something else, and they didn't even break the story.
He didn't give you an exact reason. He gave the reason that was told to him. That's not an exact reason. He gave a reason that was told to him.
Look. Now we playing semantics. He gave the reason that was told to him, but giving the exact reason is the information that you have for the reason. You know what I'm saying? The exact reason can be the reason that they was told. So in order for him to be exact and nobody else has the information, he's going off what information that was given to him. That is considered exact. I told you exactly what was told to me. If I'm in the position and they're giving me the information, I told you the people exact what was given to me. So that's the exact information I received. Point blank, period. I received that information.
Just like I gave a reason that was told to me.
But how can your reason have any validity, Blue, when you didn't even know what was going on? Your source didn't even know what was going on.
How do you know it's not from the same person?
If it's from the same person, why is Dan Raphael telling us something different, bro? So the same person is telling Dan Raphael this is you, but telling you it's the money.
Here's why. Let me ask you a question. When did Dan Raphael tell you that Showtime was going out of business?
Here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. KO is attempting to stay on the motherfucking topic. Blue is trying to be securities, go about shit in a winding, indirect manner, just trying to distort the whole freaking conversation. That's why you can never debate anybody, because you don't stay on fucking topic. Now, if you're just doing a regular live stream, yeah, you're good, because you can spew out that toilet water all you want with no goddamn freaking sanitation, whatever they call them tablets that you put in there, you know, but you can't even stay on topic, bro. You trying to say that Dan Raphael tell you about Showtime. What does that have to do with the Toyota Center? What does that have to do with all the details that you all are discussing right now? I mean, goddamn, you're the worst. Motherfucker, man, you cannot debate, bro. And you talking about all the smoke, and all the smoke to Blue is over talking people. You're not even over talking people with substance. You're not even validating over talking someone by staying on topic and going mano a mano, staying on topic.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It has everything to do with it. When did Dan Raphael tell you Showtime was going out of business?
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
When did he break the news to you?
I don't remember him breaking the news to me.
He didn't, because I did, right?
Oh, I don't know if you did or didn't.
Oh my God, bro. He keeps on talking about he broke the news about that shit. Man, dude, nobody's, oh my God, bro. Nobody's up here trying to, it seems like the only person that's trying to validate who they are is Blue. Blue's still trying to validate he has a higher calling in his YouTube shit than everybody else. I thought this was all the smoke. KO has been on topic. Yeah, certain things, you know, can be a bit shaky with a promotion, booking a venue, and not doing it properly. Okay, I get it, bro. I do. I get it. But Blue, you are atrocious. And stand on a boxing topic for the freaking listeners, man. How difficult is it if you can do a live stream with breaking at the front of your description and then get on here with someone to speak on the topic and you don't even know what the fuck it means to just talk about the topic, not continue to bring up points to highlight, hey, he broke the news. I broke the news about Showtime. This is not about Showtime. Look, we're over a year since Showtime departed, but we're trying to talk about a topic and trying to decide if it's going to take place this year. We're not talking about something that's a year removed. We're talking about something that's a year in the present. This year.
A lot of people were talking about.
Everybody here
but
knows.
If you say you did, you did. But what does that have to do with what we're talking about? Don't move the goalposts on me, bro.
Everybody knows.
Don't move the goalposts on me, bro.
No, they move the goalposts. Listen, I said it for a reason. That same person, the same person that told me that information, that told me Al Heyman had things going on, is the same person that told me about this situation with this situation.
Dude, all of that is based on your word, bro.
Well, guess what? My word is proven.
You don't know that.
My word is proven. What you mean you don't know it? It's proven.
You also that has been inaccurate a lot, bro. And I don't want to bust you out.
Hey, KO. You say you don't want to do what, man? No, go in there with the KO, man. You know this dude's been putting out inaccurate, unsubstantiated information. Just say the two words, man. Say it, y'all. Say it, bro. Clickbait.
I'm gonna let you have it, bro. But you say a lot of inaccurate shit, bro.
Like what?
A lot of everything you reported on with Thanking Shakur has been dead wrong, bro.
Okay, like what?
Everything. Name something.
Hey. Now Blue is trying to switch to proving what he said because he's not really having success in speaking about this information about the Toyota Center. Now it's going off. That's what, when it comes to debating, you have to sit back and you have to interrupt too. You got to say, hey, I'm gonna leave if we're not gonna talk about what we're supposed to be debating. I'm out, man. I'm gone, man. No, we're not doing this because people will sit up here and put all these deflections and detours up there, and man, it's not a debate. It's hey, could you call it all the smoke? Yeah, to a point, because smoke is, a state of confusion. Smoke can choke you out. Smoke can make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Smoke can do a lot of shit to you. It can fog up the area. It can impair your vision. This is exactly what this damn dialogue is doing. You know what I'm saying? The fight fans is like, I don't know what the topic, what's going on. Like Blue is all over the road.
Like
name something. Name anything you want, bro.
You said you got a lot. Like what?
A lot, bro. Number one. How many times were you wrong about the fight date of Spence and Crawford, bro?
Yeah, everything is subject to change in the sport of boxing.
Bro. Every time you're wrong, it's subject to change, bro.
Please stop.
Every time you're wrong, it's subject to change.
Everybody knows that.
Hold on. The fighters be telling you dates and the dates change, bro. Please stop. Miss me with that. Go to the next.
How many times were you wrong, bro?
Brother, go to the next one.
How many times were you wrong, though? How many times were all you cats wrong in putting out false fight dates for Crawford Spence? That's a legitimate question. And then you're going to turn around. I remember Blue talking about the fight dates, and he made it seem like it was cemented. It's stamped. This is when the fight taking place, and fight didn't happen. No apologies. No, none of that. Oh, everything's subject to change. Everything's subject to change. So therefore, going back, this is why I tell people I don't debate, because recall memory is everything. Going back to the Toyota Center, which was supposed to be the original topic of this all the smoke discussion, when you go back and you say it's impossible for a venue to be booked improperly, though it sound like you're a bit negligent, you know what I'm saying? Improperly can be something that's dealing with negotiation. I don't know the whole situation. I don't know the whole procedure because that's not what I do. But isn't it a possibility? You said everything's subject to change, right? So could there be a change in them booking the venue and some part of the venue being booked? It could be that, right? Common sense, right? You can't have it both ways. Somehow, it could be everything subject to change, but not the Toyota Center and how they're going about doing it. It could have never been an improper booking of that, and which I stand on that. I mean, what could have been when it comes to the improper booking? You know what I'm saying? Because that makes them money. Real talk, that makes them money. But anyway,
what about
how many times?
What do you say about Shakur?
How many times, bro? Hold on.
How many different fight days did you give out for Spence and Crawford, bro?
Tank was supposed to fight in November. Then it got moved to December.
How many fights? We're talking about you, though. You asked about you.
I'm giving you time in real time. The dates, the actual dates that they're discussing, that they're telling you. Right. So things can change, right?
Of course. I mean, that's what you're saying, bro.
You just been wrong. What I'm saying is it's obvious. It's common sense.
You've been wrong, bro.
It's common sense. No, it's not wrong. It's common sense, bro. Things change in the sport of boxing.
So you're not going to answer the question.
So what you
mean?
You're
not going to answer the question, bro.
Answer what question?
How many times did you get the date wrong on Spence and Crawford?
There is no wrong date, brother. If they move the date back, how is it me being wrong if they change the date? What are you talking about? That's common sense, bro.
Who said they changed the date? Who said that you was right and they changed the date, bro? They never announced a single date that you gave.
That is. I was just waiting. That is. Oh, even though this is not the topic. That is. He said they never announced. I was just waiting to see. When you want to swing the hammer to the fucking nail, who announced the fight dates? Because Blue is saying everything's subject to change. But they never officially announced the date. And look, I have to give KO this. KO came back with an uppercut. None of the dates were announced by the promotion, dog. So if you chose to grab hold of that piece of information and disseminate it out to the public, and it's coming from you want to brag and talk about you, the source. Oh, the fight date is this, break. The fight date is this, and this. If that's not coming from the promotion, now you got to put somebody on the stand. You got to put your source on the stand. You got to reveal who told you the date. And you know what? Blue ain't gonna do that. Blue is not gonna reveal who gave him the date. He's not gonna reveal that shit, bro. He's just gonna say everything's subject to change. But how's it changing? They never announced the date, the official fight date. So how are you placing that on THEM? Them. How are you placing that on them? Who is them? You're a reliable source or the promotion?
I told you in real time.
Of course you did.
So if they changed the date, that's on them. I'm just giving you the update of what.
So you're always right. Things are just subject to change.
Things are subject to change.
Yeah, absolutely. But everything you've ever reported has been accurate.
Absolutely.
Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Come on, bro.
Things are subject to change. Where we going? You said, come on. Where we going?
Come on,
everything about boxing is subject to change, bro.
Man, you know, if this what it takes following to support people that lie and say, yeah, everything I reported is that, we know that to be untrue. We know that shit to be untrue, bro. And look, it's humans out there like that, bro. You cannot have mature adult conversation, because if you're gonna tell me you're 100% correct at everything that you put out, especially on social media, and you haven't, and that's why you have meetings like this, because now you're putting breaking at the top of every, just so it can catch for a click. You know what I'm saying? It's like a crackhead waiting on the corner. Somebody bound to drive by and give you a couple of coins so you can get your next hit.
So you've never got a report wrong. You was right on every Spence Crawford, even though none of them dates came to fruition.
What's the next Spence Crawford I was wrong on?
Yeah, can I just put some
You're
perspective
wrong.
in context?
You're also wrong about the $3 million that Tank is asking for.
How you know?
Because Tank Davis would not be promoting the fucking fight if he didn't have his money right, bro.
He promoted the fight? Where?
Yes.
Where?
He posted the post on his goddamn Instagram. He went back and forth with Lamont Roach. He did all the same things that he did with Frank Martin.
Let me ask you a question.
All the same things he did with Frank Martin, bro.
You would say
so you think PBC is stupid enough to make a poster?
Is Tank more credible
to have Tank Davis post a poster? To do all of that shit if Tank Davis is not happy with his money, bro?
We would agree that Tank is more credible. We would agree Tank more credible than me, right? We can agree to that.
With what's going on with him? Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Didn't he say he fighting at the Toyota Center?
Yes.
When? How is he fighting there when it's not booked?
When he posted the poster, they got Toyota Center on it, Blue.
Yeah, right. But
Ooh, God. A 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, 1, 1, 3, a 4. Hey, that was a nice combination right there. They got it posted. See, that shit is just not being recognized as the impact that's happening. They say they have it on the poster. Oh, God damn. He said they have it on the poster. He said, it's Tank more credit. Yeah. Do you say it was like that? They have it on the poster, shawty.
But it's not booked. Somewhere it's never booked.
Because they having the issues with the venue, which is what was reported.
But is there a chance that it won't be at the Toyota
What are you
Center
talking
now?
about?
Perfect example of tag teaming, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I relish in the moment of a goddamn tag team on the boxing debate. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to shut the weakest link down. For real. You have to just tell them, hey, you're not recognized right now. Sit over there until you recognize. And by the time he believes he's recognized, I'm off the panel. Because he's going to come back up and sit up. He's going to sit up in his chair. He's leaning back now because this topic is a little bit too hot.
He announced you that December 14th, he fighting at the Toyota Center. Yet the Toyota Center is not booked.
That's what he said.
But so he's lying.
No, he's not lying. They literally told you it could be postponed because of venue issues. But if they get the venue issues fixed, which it looks like they did, because now he's saying everything is a go.
So then things have changed.
Then can go down and plan. But yes, that's what he said, bro.
So things change for him, though, right?
What do you mean things change?
Things change.
I'm saying he said it's going to be on December 14th on the flyer at the Toyota Supercenter. The Toyota Supercenter is not booked. What happened? I'm just trying to connect. Did things change? Are things changing? It's not booked, so we can't say it's happening there because it's not booked. So is Tank lying, or
they literally told you? They literally told you what changed. The venue issue. They told you that when they reported it. Venue issues. Did y'all miss that report?
I was calling to see the available.
Bro, I caught the live stream. You don't have to play you talking to the Toyota.
Hold on. Tank said he fighting at Toyota Center.
And everybody could have thought things were good.
He don't know better than himself.
Number two, bro, are you gonna let me talk?
Hold on. No.
Are you going to let me talk, bro?
No.
This is why you want me over here, because you won't let me talk. Let me finish what I'm saying.
No.
Hey, KO, you can't pull up to everybody's freaking live stream when it says all the smoke and you think they're gonna let you talk. That I would say in his defense. I can't put it in his defense, but I'm saying when you pull up on certain people's live stream, which you already know that you've been to enough of them, they're not going to let you talk. If he lets you talk, you might disclose some information that will make him lean back in his chair and think, and then he'll come back. You know, when Muhammad Ali, when he was fighting Joe Frazier, right? You know, he might come off something until he finds some way somehow to answer what you had asked him which put him in that posture anyway, which forced him to lean back, like Fat Joe said, it forced him to lean back and think about what you were saying. In the process, he gonna say, "Oh, let me goddamn try to throw some flares up there. Let me throw some distractors." You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about something else. You know when Hector Macho and I was just wondering who did his outfits.
Because I'm gonna body you, bro. Let me finish,
brother.
You won't even let me talk, bro.
Stop. So
no, I'm not gonna stop because you keep cutting me off, and now you're disrespecting me, bro. Let me talk uninterrupted.
You go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, in the case of this situation, they could have thought that everything was good, but something could have fucked up. Whether it be they didn't like the price, whether it be they probably could get a better deal in DC, whether it be somebody fucked up that was supposed to call that didn't make a call, but they literally said this fight could be postponed because there's an issue with the venue, which your phone call that you think really just put you over the top, it proves that, bro. Because if there was no issue with the venue, when you call them, they would tell you that it's booked. That's why every talking point that you're using, bro, that you think points to the money, everything you use points to a venue. Blue, I called this venue. They say it ain't no fight there. I called that venue. They said it ain't no fight there. I called this venue over here. They said it ain't no fight there. Don't that sound like they're having an issue with the fucking venue, bro?
Oh, look at goddamn Claymore. I bet some Claymores are going off in that head of yours, huh? Huh? It's too much. Please, medic. Can I get some ice, please? I need some ice packs, please. Oh.
Like, that's why I said you don't even know what you're arguing, bro. You're saying money, but every single point you make points to the venue. You bugging the fuck out with that, number one. Number two, bro, and most importantly, you cannot tell somebody why something happened if you didn't even fucking know it was happening, bro. And I'm only cussing because you started cussing. So let me know if I need to dial it back a little bit.
No, you good.
Let me know if I need to dial it back a little bit.
No, don't dial it back. Don't dial it back.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, bro, everything that is against you, and I'll just list them out because you said you got to go and you can rebuttal them and you can do whatever you want with them. Every talking point that you have made the last 2 days points to them having venue issues, which proves my fucking point. Tank Davis has now come out and said that everything is a go, which proves my fucking point. Tank Davis, if there was a money issue, he has not been quiet with a single promoter his entire career. When he was pissed off at Floyd Mayweather, he let it be known he was pissed off at Floyd Mayweather. When he didn't like the way that they were promoting him with the Frank Martin fight, guess what he did? This fucking promotion is ass and didn't show up to the media day. So logic and fucking common sense would tell you that if he had an issue with his money, if he was going back and forth with Al Heyman, he probably would come out and say something. He damn sure ain't stupid enough to be like, yo, y'all ain't got my money right, but let me go ahead and promote this fight anyway. Let me put the poster up. PBC is stupid enough to be like, hey, we know we going back and forth with the star of the fucking event, but let's post it on our social media page. Bro, you got to be out your rabbit ass mind to believe some shit like that, bro. Literally every logical thing that can be thought of or said proves that you're dead ass wrong, bro.
Now, of all that, right? You know that KO has put out there for response. You know, Blue was sitting back, and you can see that Claymore is busy. It's been 2-on-1 for the majority of the time. Now the two are working together. It seems like Claymore is actively engaged in his mobile data. You know what I'm saying? His mobile data is being used and activated. I believe he's texting or communicating with freaking Blue, because at first he was sitting back scratching his milk dud. And then, you know, he was trying to come up, and then KO dropped another Claymore on him, and that shit just exploded. You know what I'm saying? He had to get some duct tape and tape that shit back together. He said, I got to find another angle to fight this battle. So I'm going to get on my phone and start texting shit, and we're going to play covert ops. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do now. We're going to play covert ops. we're going to start texting using our mobile data from point to point. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we're going to crush KO. Yeah. I don't like that freaking team shit when it's a mono type of situation. You know what I'm saying? When it's a mono situation. But when you click the link, that's what you subject yourself to.
You know you messed up, right?
Never.
You know you messed up, right?
Never, bro.
So let me ask you a question. You said Tank posted that and he didn't know there was a mess up, right? That's why, with the venue. When he posted the Toyota Center, right?
Yes.
Okay, and he posted it yesterday, right?
No, he posted Toyota Center when they first announced the fight, Blue.
But yesterday he said he's fighting in Houston.
He said, I'm still fighting in Houston. Everything is a go.
Right.
Those are the two tweets.
In Houston, right? And
you see how Blue just looked down? He's looking at something. There's probably information old boys up there sending, man. I'm not going to make it about me, bro.
Yeah. What's your question? Yes.
We'll have to be at the Toyota Center.
Okay. What's the question?
Let's call Toyota Center right now, see if it's available. Because he posted again. It should be booked now, right? Because he just told you he's fighting there. No, he just said it's a go.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so where he fighting? So you want to call all the venues?
No, not at all.
Okay, so he can't fight at the NRG because that's booked.
He's not fighting at a fucking football stadium in Houston.
Okay, so we know we can ask that. There's only 3 major stadiums there.
Bro, you do understand that the base level employee that you talking to ain't who PBC talking to, bro. The person that'll answer the phone, they look on the internet, and they look on the booking site, just like you. The people.
Man, this is a slaughter, bro. He said the base level employee is not who PBC is talking to. I have to check the box and say I concur. Even I know that. The base level. Blue, he said the base level. He said PBC is not talking to the base level employee, yo. You're busy out here making these phone calls just like anyone else that'll call for tickets. And you all up here calling these individuals as if Al Heyman and whoever else that is delegated for that freaking task to carry out that task and get it completed. They're calling the base level because the base level is not the ones who's going to do the booking. So you're trying to tell me PBC is contacting 2, 3 folks, stand on hold, listen to the music and this, that, twiddling their thumbs and shit. Man, it's really long. No, they're making direct calls to the higher ups. They're making direct calls for the people who actually handle that information. They're not calling the base level and then get transferred and get transferred again and transferred again. And by that time, they already know what the music is, the entire song or the holding music. They're not doing that. That's common freaking sense. But a solid response from KO, a solid freaking response, man. This is the slaughter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Protect the wound, treat for shock. That's the first aid. Protect the wound and treat for shock.
With inside information, Al Heyman and them ain't calling who you calling, bro.
The person that
Hank Davis and team not talking to who you talking to, bro.
The person at bookings don't know if a venue is booked.
Not if the higher ups ain't told them yet. Not if they still working out some final details. Not if they just got it fixed, bro.
So
just like the Amazon truck driver, the Amazon truck driver that delivers my packages every day. Guess what? He don't know what the fuck Jeff Bezos' plans is.
If they still
Hey, man, I can't even fade it, yo. I can't even fade it, man. This turned out a bit better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have Claymore vigorously over there working, looking up information. When you biting both of your lips, hey, we gotta win, Blue. We got it. We can do it. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. I'm working. I'm showing you how loyal I am. I'm showing you. I'm over here vigorously typing and coming up with information. Like, I gotta do it. He said the Amazon worker that's delivering his package don't know what the fuck Jeff Bezos is doing. Oh my God, dog. This is a freaking decapitation, bro. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is decapitation. You know, some of these freaking strikes that KO's landing on Blue, bro, it's no recovery for it. It's no freaking rehabilitation. No, you've been bleeding out for a while, bro. Just asking questions over shit, trying to figure out, trying to wait on the next text from your team member over there. No.
Working out details, then it's not booked, right?
Bro, did you hear him? He said the Amazon driver that deliver his packages every day don't know what the fuck Jeff Bezos. So he's talking about the base level employee don't know what the big dogs are doing.
It doesn't matter if it's booked or not. If he's saying this,
again, he don't know if he's fighting.
If he's saying everything, how would he not know? He's the one fighting, Blue. Come on, bro.
Okay, but you just said when I said the first time, you said that he knew, but he wasn't aware of the mishap.
In his situation, he thought everything was done. They probably hit him up.
But at the same time,
there's an issue.
But at the same time,
he can get the issue fixed.
But at the same time, hold on. But at the same time, he didn't know though.
What do you mean he didn't know?
The reason that he said he knew
he don't book his own venue, Blue. He a fighter. What are you talking about?
So he knew. So you said that he was in the know, and then he found out that there was an issue with the venue. Then the venue fell through, right?
Yeah.
When he announced that he fighting that Toyota.
Because guess what? When they reported the shit, he never called cap to that. But when they tried to say he was on the Benavidez card, he said, "No, that's cap, bro." So he basically confirmed it by not saying shit that there was an issue with the venue.
And he said,
a fan asked him. A couple of days after that report. A fan said, "Hey, what's going on, Debunking? They say you're not fighting in Houston."
So moving forward,
he said, "I'm still fighting in Houston. Everything's a go."
So moving forward, he should have did his homework now, right? Before he said
should have did his homework.
He shouldn't announce that he's fighting in Houston without knowing if he's able to fight in Houston, right?
What do you mean, bro? Everybody thought that it was done. You think PBC is announcing that shit? They don't think everything is good, bro.
How did PBC think it's done? How can PBC think it's done if the venue wasn't booked?
Because they thought they had it booked. Maybe Toyota Center got somebody that's willing to pay more, bro. And they like, yo, we got somebody that's gonna pay more, so you need to. Maybe PBC wants a better deal somewhere, bro.
Then you don't know how booking a venue works. Then
it's amazing how people can say you don't know how a venue is being booked, but they don't know how a venue is being booked either, especially on a level like this. I mean, we're talking about individuals who was a silent freaking commentator at BOK Prime. We're talking about people who's not actually a part of doing this type of business and paperwork. There are plenty of areas that I can speak on outside, just like these guys. It's depending on where I got the information from and how it deals with, being credible or not. You know what I'm saying? But just to say it sounds good, say, "Oh, you don't know, do you? You don't know, do you?" Okay, tell me. Let's do documentation beats conversation. Okay, break it down. You want to come back? You know what I'm saying? You want to return? I want to see documentations on specifically how this shit is broken down. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say, "Oh, you don't know how this is done," well, you got to present some documentation procedures on how that shit works. You know, that would prove a lot of people that you know what you're talking about.
100%. Yes, bro.
Okay, so then how you book a venue and then you saying, "Well, somebody offered you a better deal," and you going somewhere else, and then that other venue, what other venue they going?
I didn't say that's what happened. I said venue negotiations. When a performer wants to go to a venue, I don't give a fuck if it's boxing. I don't care if it's a concert. The only
you see Blue paying attention. You know what I'm saying? To all this other information that's being helped. See, this is when all the smoke gets grimy. It's just like playing hoop in somebody else's backyard, like 1v1s. And the referee is from the same area. You know what I'm saying? It's just some fouls you're not gonna get. You know, and then there's some fouls you're gonna get that you don't want. It can get grimy, man. And these two this guy over here, Claymore tag team and sending information. Nah, bro, that's not the way the smoke's supposed to work. But when, smoke has no rules. All the smoke has no rules, bro. A debate supposed to have that etiquette and decorum, and it's supposed to have that organization. It's supposed to have that curriculum set up, the bullet ties, dress it up real nice. You know what I'm saying? But all the smoke is chaos, open-ended.
The people have really set dates, or if that venue has a professional sports team. But if you are in music, or if you are in boxing, if you're a performer that goes around booking venues, all of that shit is subject to negotiations. So they could have thought
it's subject to change. Like I said, when you said about my
date, they could have thought that everything was done.
It's subject to change, like you said with me with the dates.
Bro, yes, in their case, yes.
Okay, how was I wrong? So they wrong?
Yeah, that's I think that's what I'm trying to
they're not wrong. They're actually the ones.
See, when you going, back and forth, I think Knockout kind of forgot he made a point that I felt that was relevant about the dates. The dates wasn't announced. So, talking about they can potentially change and negotiate certain things. Who announced? PBC put the flyer out there, an announcement and all this stuff. Vice, him just announcing that I'm getting it from my source. So if you had a promotion putting the flyer out there with the Toyota Sin on it, it's quite different than you and all them other guys that was up here announcing the dates and telling me, I guarantee you it's gonna be this date right here. And we haven't heard anybody else release the date. That was the main problem back then when they was just throwing these freaking dates out here. Not even the Paul Revere's that send the message, riding the horses and shit, the headless horsemen. You know what I'm saying? The Carpenters, Idicks, and the Raphaels and all that. They wasn't even releasing. I think one time they released one date. And that was it. All the rest of them, these guys up here, my sources tell me. Believe what I say. My sources tell me that this fight is happening now at this date right here. The promotion didn't do it. So for him to go back and say, well, how was I wrong if you're saying everything is subject to change? How was I wrong? Well, we're talking about a promotion announcing something by you announcing it, and your reference is your sources. You saying your reference is your sources. Vice a promotion.
Going through it.
Not to cut y'all off. But
they're actually the ones going through it, bro. You're not going through it.
I know you gotta go.
Not to cut you off, but KO, can we continue this tomorrow? Yeah, because I gotta catch my flight. Can we continue this tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Halloween. I'll try, bro. Just let me know when you're going live, bro.
All right. So just
let me know when you're going live.
All right, cool. So I
know you're about to go. I'm just want to close out and just say one last thing real quick, fast. I think what Blue is trying to bring full circle is that things change. It's not that what you're saying is not legitimate as far as what it might be. It's just to say that you seem like you're describing things change.
Now, one thing I'm not going to put y'all through is another grown man trying to explain what a grown man didn't really get off himself. I don't need you going behind and re-describing something, reiterating. I think my level of interpretation is just fine. I don't need you telling me nothing about what he was trying to say. If I asked for a Dragamon, I would have hired one, goddammit. I don't need no motherfucking translator.
Changing, things not moving according.
I'm not gonna give him the airtime or the freaking play to do that shit, man. It's pointless. It's pointless to be listening to that shit. How are you gonna dress it up at the end and say, well, what he meant to say, or what he meant to say? No. It's his channel. You Blue has covered fights. I don't know how many fights this guy Claymore is covered, but I don't need nobody dressing shit up at the end to go over the top and re-emphasize what somebody meant or what he was trying to say. When people say, well, I think what he was trying to say, what they're saying is, well, you're not really, able to comprehend that. Your comprehension level is just a little bit low. So I'm gonna help you understand it in a different context. Okay. No, it's not happening, bro. Anyway, Fanon did a freaking reaction to this, and he claimed himself as being one of the best debaters. Even though he was freaking highlighting KO, he was also, in my opinion, kind of crapping on him, talking about, well, I have to, you know, I'm gonna buy him some subscribers and shit like that. You know, because you know, you have people on here that believe in they're the best at what they do. You know what I'm saying? They believe that they're the best at this game of debate. It all depends on the topic. It all depends on the topic and who can handle. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a debate. And one of the key defaults that you cannot say during the debate is what you're talking about. What are you talking about? What do you mean? If we can go through a whole debate without saying, what are you talking about or what do you mean? Just cancel them two out because we don't need it. It's a debate. So if somebody say, oh, what do you mean? That means they're trying to think of something else. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Obviously, things have changed since the whole shit went down where I was telling people, WCS put it out there that, you know, Blue shouldn't be with the WBC. Hey, 78 should fire him, goddamn cancel, all that shit before it even went down, right? Even with these niggas, I say, hey, so-and-so ain't giving y'all credit on this and that and the other. Hey, man, some of these cats got to grow the fuck up, man. And they got to find out later on. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, you know, for now, you're not the best debater or anything. Everything you talk about, you try to relate it back to some legality, some type of adjudication, some type of bar exam language law, okay? You yourself, you're not out there online as considered one of the best attorneys ever. You're not. So everything, that's one thing I say. You're not the best at boxing debating. I don't know who deemed you the best. You're not the grandfather, the grand old man of boxing debating. You sat up there and ran a smear campaign on another black man. But yet you up here acting like you boosting up KO on what he did over there at Blues debate. Like it means something. Nobody gives a fuck about your freaking praise and shit. And, you know, just because you put your stamp on it. Don't nobody need you to buy them subscribers. You was over there running a whole smear campaign on a black man with family out this bitch. But if somebody was to do that to your family, especially on the YTC, y'all would be trying to file paperwork because you're mad and angry on what they said about your family. But you up here talking mad shit about Crawford over and over, week after week after week after week. Nobody want to hear the bullshit you got to say, bro. Nobody give a damn about all this debate shit, and you trying to claim that just because you don't like blue blood anymore, that it's a problem. Like, when you get the invite, why you need to be over there? Well, you need to be over there. Somebody needs you as a mediator. I remember the last time, hey, well, you know, and what he's trying to say. Nigga, I don't need know what he's trying to say. And I definitely don't need a guy who's up here running a smear campaign on another black man to act like he's supposed to play an intricate role in helping black people understand what was really meant to be said. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit you talking. Every other fucking week before July 29th, you was up there running a goddamn defamation campaign on Terrence Crawford. And then when a man said your mom should have swallowed you and shit, then you're like, oh man, blessings, you know, I ain't mean shit. No, fuck that. You fake just like all the rest of them. You can't debate no better than anybody else. Niggas invite you on the panel and you up there thinking too. Y'all remember, right? Y'all remember when Norman Sr. was on there and people up here trying to act like the people that don't cover boxing, that don't do no media work, they think they can just sit they ass in that chair and just listen to people talk. They were sitting up there, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You remember, right? When he was on Knockout's channel and Senior was on there and he was trying to give them a little part of the business. It's just like anybody that's in the business, man. They're able to speak from a different perspective. So when you got your finger on your chin, that goes to show you that there's certain areas of this game that you don't know. There's a lot of areas of management and everything that Shaw News will be able to speak about than I will, because I'm not involved in that type of administrative logistics, that type of liaison. So I can only speak about either one, what he's told me, or anybody else in his position have told me, or what I understand from having conversations on site with people who's actually in that position also. But to see that go down on KO's channel and you yourself was shut down, how can you say you're the master debater and you came over there to KO's channel when you wasn't even a part of it? And Norman Sr. had you up there with your finger on your chin like, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Hey, KO, I think what he meant was, no. You didn't know. He didn't know. I'm just putting it out there. But ultimately, KO slaughtered freaking Blue Blood in this freaking all the smoke, period. He came back with some valid points. I mean, very, very stinging, pungent, valid point. I'm talking about the womb is open and you're pouring goddamn nuclear waste in that shit. Just because a person is over talking you doesn't mean they're providing you any type of substance in return. Counterfire doesn't mean they're firing with freaking artillery rounds. It can be goddamn little balled up paper like spitballs that we used to use in school. It can be little pebbles. It can be shit that's not gonna goddamn damage you like you would if you was in combat. So for now, you can take that shit somewhere else, acting like you're the master debater, and you because Norman Sr. had both of y'all over there struck, thinking. Don't take it personal. I'm just saying, whether y'all niggas get up talking, oh man, I'm the master at this, I'm the best at this. You don't know everything about boxing, bro. We don't know everything about the business unless we're in the business. And even those that's in the business have to really study up, educate themselves on the ins and outs, especially when they start building up their freaking stable. David McWaters, he had to start from somewhere. Some of you all don't even call these cats up and have conversations with them and just ask them questions. You know what I'm saying? You won't even say, hey, I'm just calling. I just want to have a conversation. I don't want to do a live stream. I just want to have a conversation about something dealing with this, and this. Y'all don't do that. Y'all will sit up here and listen to other niggas who you think that are actually holding down spots in boxing that you believe is giving you information that you would get potentially if you actually cover the fight. If you actually make the reservations and go there and cover the fight. So get off that damn high horse and shit, acting like you're the best debater out here. You motherfucker, you sick in the motherfucking head. You crazy. You're crazy. I will run circles around you for none. Any day, any given week. You want to talk about recall memory, I will run circles around you. That's why when it comes to this debate shit, you don't really get into it with these niggas, because if you're able to be able to drive that and press that gas on niggas like him, all they're gonna do is say, hold up, stop over talking me. But they won't tell Blue that though. Look, the only reason he even earned, when somehow Blue says so and so Marty reported his channel or whatever that bull was. He came on, I'm not going to allow you to overtalk me. I'm going to get my point off. I'm the grandfather of the YTC. That shit never would have happened with me, man. Because how you going to come over here and speak on a situation you have nothing to do with, all because you are coming to a point where you don't like somebody? How are you going to do that now? What Blue and Marty had going on had nothing to do with this nigga. But how many of y'all on the outside went over there and checked for freaking running a smear campaign on Crawford? Another black man that's fighting in professional sports. You can't go back over. You can't go over there and say, hey, I might drop over there. KO, you say you're the best debater. I thought you was there to help because you showed up on his channel. When Norman Sr. had both of y'all mesmerized, you can't go back over there. You can't be an assistant. Because KO just said, hey, I don't need two of you niggas up here. I just want to go for Blue Blood. So that's telling you Why would you go there for him and Blue Blood? You don't get along with Blue Blood. So what is the point for you showing up on the debate? Nobody need to see your old ass over there, bro. Stay your ass at home. Hey, pay attention from the goddamn chat. Don't nobody need to see you over there acting like you the motherfucking god of debates. I'm just being honest, bro. Niggas be feeling themselves too much. If they're gonna debate later on, I'm gonna go with for what? For what? You all of a sudden want to start reaction? I've been doing reactions forever and a day. You really? You the one that was on Twitter when I responded, called me a boy, right? I'm in my 50s like you, but you called me a boy. This is the same nigga that said boy. He the same nigga that was on live talking about, hey, I call 30-year-old, a 30-year-old man is a kid to me. I'm 55, a 30-year-old man and kid. Okay, say it to their face. Go ahead. Go ahead, call a 30-year-old man a boy or a kid to his face just because you're in your 50s and tell me how that worked. Tell me how that worked. He said he's in his 50s and he considered a 30-year-old a kid because he's 55. You ever heard some dumb shit like that? Look, it's some people that's in the military that's 30 plus years old and they damn near close to retirement. You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about, oh, I consider them to be a kid. It's people out here in life that's very successful and wealthy, and they're in their 30s. But you consider them a kid instead of just calling them a man, a woman, or whoever they are. That's why these youngins don't be wanting to deal with older cats, especially this generation, because if you don't have the respect for them and you want to come some back in my day, it was nothing like y'all are lazy. Don't nobody want to hear that. Them motherfuckers put you on the side. They'll walk away from you while you're talking. They'll goddamn start recording your ass. Say, look at this nigga right here. He up here talking about back in his day. Don't he know we don't want to listen to that shit? Our generation don't want to hear no back in the day stories. This old ass nigga disrespectful up here calling me a kid. 33 years old, man. That motherfucker calling me a kid. Look, he referred to KO as a kid. But he's talking about going over there. Look, don't get it confused because I said knockdown. That's something totally different. But I'm not saying he ain't a man. This dude is referring to KO because he in his 30s as a kid. How is that respect? How is this nigga showing up on your panel and he's up here calling you a kid? Would KO accept that if he was with his family and say, hey, kid, how you doing? Just because you got a gray beard, nigga? Shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about a master debater. Y'all better stop that bullshit. Y'all better stop that bullshit for real, man. Letting these niggas forget what they did. You know what I'm saying? To my what I do, I go through everybody's shit. No, people ain't knowing you for debating. People know you for always trying to goddamn filter through line for line and always result back to legality. Just like you was dumb enough to think that Bill Haney was gonna give you Devin's contract to look over. No, nigga, he ain't giving you shit. And the way you've been going in all the time, whether you would have had the contract, you would say, hey, this is what I have. Bill gave me the contract, and you would have been up here nitpicking everything. I went over this with some of my colleagues, and I'll find this on line A, Bravo Charlie, 2 tack 1. See, I couldn't believe that's why they're going through contract issues now with Golden Boy. See, he gave me his contract back in the day. Man, come on, bro. You niggas ain't doing that shit. You ain't going to motherfucking fights, but you want to chop down the people who actually spending the fight week time. You ain't doing shit. You niggas be in the audience. The ones that's actually on the floor and been doing, y'all don't want to respect it because you think this social media channel is everything to validate someone's status quo in life. That's how you look at it. You can't leave the YouTube behind and see somebody in person and shake their hand and say, hey, it's good to see you, man. We may not, get along online, but hey, it is what it is. That person ain't never did shit personal to you, really, right? So that's where the ravine comes into place with the respect. It's a deep drop off from social media to going to these fights. A lot of these cats don't know the time it takes to go to the fights. Doing fight week, meet the fighters, meet different fighters, meet their team, managers, wake up in the morning, have breakfast. Some of these team that have these fighters on the fight card. Hear certain things that you can only hear in person. But yet you got individuals that's up here trying to prove that they're the best to ever do it. You're not the best to ever do it. I mean, to be honest, like I said, with Blue, he was out there at one point in time. But when I was in Deontay Wilder's fight camp, I didn't see Blue there. I guess Tuscaloosa, Alabama wasn't important enough for him to come up there. I didn't see him. I saw Ness, but I didn't see no Blue. I didn't see any one of them other dudes up there. I didn't see him at the fights. Like I said, Blue was there periodically, but I didn't see the work. I didn't see motherfuckers out there consistently throughout this YTC that was putting in work, but yet they get on here and act like they know everything about boxing. And I'm not going to take too long. I just wanted to get that off. You know what I'm saying? I had to address the Fanon issue because Fanon, you're not no master fucking debater. You know what I'm saying? And it's not difficult to have a conversation, but you're going to try to relate everything back to freaking legal shit, which that's not having a boxing conversation. You have to be able to articulate yourself in a whirlwind. You have to have a huge variety on different angles you can take. If you tell these niggas you used to, speak in front of a room and used to be a briefer of real world operations of people dying, losing their life and shit like that, and you had to be a briefer. They don't want to hear none of that. They don't know what it takes to be a leader. They don't know what it takes to be in charge of troops. The freaking demand that's placed upon you to get this done. The individuals you have to answer to. How people will say, oh, you worked in a robot, you this and that and the other. But yet when you tell them you retired at 37 years of age, they don't want to recognize it. That's impossible. Yeah. Came in at 27, retired at 37. Yeah, it's possible. They don't want to respect it. They try to shit on it, but they're not shitting on you. They just shitting right in front of themselves because they have to walk in that. Because they can't take away something they didn't help build. And you niggas on YouTube, you got to start putting that in very clear perspective. Don't let nobody break down something they didn't build. Don't allow them to act like they was the masonry to it. If you spent all the hard back-breaking time and effort and sacrifice to build that shit up, don't let no motherfucker have enough power to break that shit down like they actually help you build it. Don't give them that power, bro. Especially on this YTC. There's a lot of motherfuckers want to act like they're kings. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the rulers of this motherfucking platform, and they've been doing some crazy stuff that nobody else has done. Just to hear Blue say he's never wrong, really. That's him. That's what he believes. I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. But I read him the way he's supposed to be read. This dude is extra arrogant. And people want to, if someone tells somebody, let's just say, in this case with Blue, right? He knows some people that I know. And Blue told him, oh, man, don't fuck with WCS because this. I'm just giving an example. And they choose not to fuck with me based off what Blue said. I'm like, fuck them too. Because if that person didn't talk to me, and allow me the opportunity to explain my side, fuck them too. I don't give a fuck. Because I that's what I give people. People tell me something. Okay. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get around to kind of, I'm not gonna say who said it. I may not even say that what actually the situation is. I'm just gonna try to get a feel and see if they actually believe that. I mean, getting a feeling for somebody is it can be done without even ever meeting them in life. All you gotta do is just, get used and familiar with their behavior. You know what I'm saying? How they speak on certain things, how they act around certain people. You'll see that a lot on here on how certain people act different around certain cliques. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, as always. If anybody in the chat was offended by my reaction, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It was just a small reaction, but y'all continue to hold it down. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and gang. You know what I'm saying? A-Side Official. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Until next time, I'm out.